बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलामु अलैकुम नाजरीन, आपको जो मनाजिर दिखाने जा रहे हैं वो बिल्कुल लाइव मनाजिर होंगे और दर्दनाक मनाजिर हैं कि कैसे अल जज़ीरा बिल्डिंग को गिराया गया है। अल जज़ीरा की रिपोर्टर निदा बातचीत कर रही थीं, हालात व वाक़यात बता रही थीं इसराइल के, तो अचानक अल जज़ीरा एक ब्रेकिंग न्यूज़ लेकर आता है जिसे सुनकर और देखकर तो पहले कोई यकीन नहीं करता। मज़ीद जानने से पहले न्यूज़ वन टीवी को सब्सक्राइब कर लें। नाजरीन, गज़ा के अंदर एक बिल्डिंग है, अल जला बिल्डिंग। वहाँ पर अल जज़ीरा का ऑफिस था। तमाम खबरें जो इसराइल की आप देखते रहे हैं अब तक, वो यहाँ से नशर की जाती थीं। अब हुआ कुछ यूं कि अल जज़ीरा का मालिक खुद लाइव आकर बता रहा है कि ब्रेकिंग न्यूज़ के अंदर कि इसराइल की फ़ौजें इस बिल्डिंग पर किसी भी वक्त मिसाइल मार सकती हैं। वक्त का पता नहीं, चाहे 1 घंटे में हो जाए ऐसा, चाहे 30 मिनट में, पता कुछ नहीं। लिहाजा बिल्डिंग को जल्द से जल्द खाली करना होगा। अभी गुफ्तगू जारी थी कि अल जज़ीरा बिल्डिंग के पास एक मिसाइल, फिर दूसरा और तीसरा, और बिल्डिंग अल जज़ायर ज़मीन बोस हो जाती है। अब आप देख लें इसराइल की जारहियत कि जहां से खबरें नशर की जाती थीं उस बिल्डिंग को ही उड़ा दिया गया। आप देखें कि मालिक की क्या हालत हुई, और जो एंकर निदा बातचीत कर रही थी, ये तमाम मनाजिर हैरानकुन और रोंगटे खड़े कर देने वाले हैं। नाजरीन, ऐसा सिर्फ इसलिए किया गया है कि अल जज़ीरा टीवी इसराइल की बर्बादी दिखा रहा था, असल हकायक बता रहा था कि इसराइल में कितनी तबाही मची है, और उसकी सज़ा बिल्डिंग को ही निस्तो नाबूद कर दिया गया। लेकिन हकीकत तो ये है कि ऐसे करने से हकीकत छुप तो नहीं जाएगी। ये देखिए क्लिप।
The roof of this building for the coverage. One of the residents received a phone call. He said that it was from the Israeli army warning him to leave and to tell others to leave the building Al-Jala because the Israelis, they want to bombard it. So the gentleman, he started either calling or contacting others who live or work in the building to evacuate. He said that the Israelis told him, you have 1 hour to leave and inform others to leave the building. Immediately, all of Al Jazeera Arabic and Al Jazeera English, the teams, they started to collect as much as they could from the personnel and the equipment of the office, especially the cameras and other important things that used for immediate coverage. So all of us and my colleagues, they rushed out the building, and we informed, of course, our other colleagues not to come, those who were supposed to come to the office. So now we are all staying outside the building. Lots of international media now are surrounding this building, Al-Jala. All the cameras, all the many SNGs outside just to provide clean feed, as they said, for the destruction of the building in case the Israelis apply the threat or the warning. So far, we can say this building is 11-floor building. Most of it, or half of it, is residential, and the other half is private sector offices, including lawyers and private companies and other private sector facilities. The Al Jazeera and the Associated Press, we both rent the top of this building. We are dividing the roof of this building, and Al Jazeera and the AP could be seen from the top, from everywhere, with cameras, with coverage, as under the sun, as we say. Now we are covering from the street until we manage or try to find alternative or find a plan B for our coverage.
Absolutely. It's interesting. You mentioned there, Safwat, that there are professional companies in one half of this 11-story tower block.
And the live equipment coverage.
Yes, it's certainly not our first. Oh, we're going to stay with you, Safwat. It looks like, yes, it looks like there has been a strike targeting the building, targeting the Al-Jala building. For viewers just joining us, we're bringing you a live shot from Gaza. Safwat Al-Kahlout still on the phone. I hope you're safe, Safwat. The Al Jazeera team has managed to evacuate from that building. They were given 1 hour's notice that the Israeli military were intending to attack this 11-story building. Half of that building is residential offices. The other half of that building is private enterprises, lawyers, and so on. Al Jazeera's offices in Gaza are housed in that building, which has now been struck by a missile, we assume by the Israeli military. The Associated Press offices are also in that building. Bringing you this live shot here now. Safwat, are you still on the phone? Can you still hear us?
Yes, I can. I'm here.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that you're safe and well. What can you see from your position? How far away are you from that building that has now just been bombed?
Well, let's say that lots of people have been gathering in this area. Our building is located in the heart of Gaza City, and it's easy to reach the office from all the directions. Next to our office, there were lots of buildings and facilities that have been destroyed and hit. People, I myself have been receiving lots of phone calls and lots of either WhatsApp or Facebook, from friends, colleagues, even relatives abroad, asking me what happened, is that true, and checking with me.
Well, just to check, Safwat, just to check, we can still see some aerials and equipment.
The warning shot was in 2014. I was talking about the experience.
No, we're talking about right now.
But this time, the warning is not for Al Jazeera itself directly. We were not the one who received the warning from the Israelis. It was one of the residents living in the building who received the warning, and in his turn, he informed, and he was in charge of informing the others who live in this building.
Okay, just to jump in on top there. Now we have seen it. We believe that is now the strike. That was now the strike on the Al-Jala building. As you can see from the live pictures we're showing you now, that appears to be a direct hit in the side of the building. Lots of smoke billowing out of there. As we were hearing from our colleague Safwat Al-Kahlout, when the building was targeted in 2014, there was no warning shots. There were a couple of bullets shot through the glass, giving people notice they needed to get out. On this occasion, a resident in the tower, someone in the tower's owner, was given notification that the Israeli military were intending to strike. Then all residents of that tower were given 1 hour to get out. We saw a smaller explosion on those pictures, a much bigger explosion there, lots of smoke and dust arising outside of that building. Not sure if it will stay standing or not. We're going to keep our eyes closely trained on this. But certainly, for more context, that building is where Al Jazeera's offices are. There we are, another strike on that tower. And the tower has come down. That is the Al-Jala tower. That tower is where Al Jazeera's offices were housed. The Associated Press offices were also housed in that building. Whenever you see journalists doing live updates from Gaza, they're usually standing on the roof of that building, which has now been flattened in an airstrike by the Israeli military. So that is a landmark, an institution that has now been razed to the ground in Gaza. Important to remember as well that in this building, in addition to the media offices of Al Jazeera and the Associated Press, there are professional offices in that building. and half of that 11-storey tower block is also residential properties where families have been living. Their homes have now been destroyed. Let's head back now to Safwat Al-Kahlout. Safwat, are you still on the phone? Can you still hear us?
Yeah, I'm just watching, that which was Aljazeera building or Al-Jala building. Lots of dust, lots of destruction.
How does that make you feel, Safwat? This was your place of work. How does this make you feel watching that building come crashing down?
I've been working in this building for 11 years now. And, I have been covering, let's say, lots of events from this building. We have good memories with our colleagues. We have lived lots of events, personal, professional.